My dearest students, welcome to my class. I'm Teacher Lee. Our topic for today is about inverse variation. Inverse variation. What is an inverse variations class? Inverse variation? A relationship between two variables in which the product is constant. In inverse variation, when one variable increases, the other decreases in proportion so that the product is unchanged. If y varies inversely as x, then the equation is y equals k over x. In y equals k over x, k is the constant. So we are going to read this one as y varies inversely as x. Then, to solve for the value of k or the constant equals x, y, or we'll get the product of x and y to solve for the value of constant. Examples for that class. So we have here the statement and we have the other part, the equation. So example number 1. If y varies inversely as m, what will be the equation? The equation is y equals k over m. Again, class, k stands for the constant. Let's proceed to the second example. N varies inversely as p. So again, class, what is the equation? The equation for that is n equals to k over p. Again, class, k stands for the constant. Okay, so now, these are the equations that represent an inverse variation. Example number 1, y equals to 7 over x. In this example, the constant is 7. In number 2, m equals 10.5 over r. The constant, class, is 10.5. As you can see, class, the constant is found in the numerator. So we have activity number 1. Translate each statement into equation. Number 1. The speed s you travel in car varies inversely with the time t takes you get in your destination. Okay, so what will be the answer? The answer is s is equals to k over t. Second example. The wavelength W of the sound waves is inversely proportional to their frequency f. So class, what will be your answer? Okay, the answer is W equals k over f. Let's proceed to the third example. The volume V of a glass kept at a constant temperature varies inversely as the pressure P. So what is your answer, class? V is equals to K over P. Let's proceed to the fourth example. The time T to finish constructing a house varies inversely with the number N of workers. The answer is T is equals to K over N. Let's proceed to the fifth example. The number N of potential buyers of a house varies inversely proportional as the price P of the house increases. So N is equals to K over P. Okay, class, let's try activity number 2. So I want you to get a piece of paper and answer this. Draw a happy face if the equation is an inverse variation and a sad face if it is not. Number 1. Y equals negative 2x. The answer is, it is a sad face. Why sad face? As you observe, class, the example is a direct variation. Second example. Y equals to 10 over x. So the answer is a happy face. As you observe, class, we have the numerator is the constant 10. Correct. Number 3. Y equals 2 raised to x. Is that an inverse variation? The answer again is no. Third, y is equals to m over 2. The answer is a sad face. As you observe, the constant is found in the denominator. The constant 2 is found in the denominator. Number 5. Y is equals to 15 over n. So the answer is a happy face. Correct. Very good, class. And now let's proceed. Inverse variation is also we can apply in a real life situation. So let's proceed now in the applications in a real life situation. Observe, class, we have cakes and the number of persons. So what will be the relationship between a cake and the number of persons? It is shown that if the number of persons increases, the amount of cake they will receive decreases. Second example, we have trees and the air pollution. So, how we are going to relate this in inverse variation? As the number of trees increases, the lesser the air pollution experienced in that area. Okay, how about the third one? Okay, class, what will be the third one? Okay, so this time we are going to have a comparison of the gasoline and the length of time travel. As the number of length of time travel, automatic, class, the amount of the gasoline is decreases. Next, and the customers. Okay, as the number of customer increases, the amount of space decreases. And next here, the more you are going to exercise, your weight will be decreases. And we can also relate this one quotation. According to Mr. Stone, drinking water is like washing out your inside. The water will cleanse the system, fill you up, decrease your caloric load, and improve the functions of all your tissues. And from that, our lessons for today class, we can make generalizations for that. So, I want you to complete this statement. Inverse variation, a relationship between variables in which one blank, the other blank. Okay, so if you'll check if your answer is correct. Inverse variation, a relationship between two variables in which one variable decreases, the other increases. Or one variable increases, the other decreases. Okay, class. Now, I have an evaluations for all of you. So I will just give you a 1 minute to answer this one. So write IB if the equation represent an inverse variations and N if it is not. Number 1, y equals 825x. Number 2, y equals 5.1 over x. Number 3, y equals 0.9x. 4, m equals to x over 3. 5, y equals 45 over x. So what will be the answer for that? 1 is n. 2, IV, inverse variation. 3, n. 4, n. 5, IV.